We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield down. And that one behind his receiver and incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try. Fourth down, but come up empty. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8. They'll try the air now with Goff. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Mayfield going to switch things up here. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Real. Hey, alert!
Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Alert!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tim Patrick from 8 yards out. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First carry now for David Montgomery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. They go play action. Mayfield. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving from 6 yards away. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Kings! What's up?
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On the keeper, here's Goff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Second and 10 now. On the move, headed right. That's where right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face second down. Herbert to throw once more. He's on the move. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Herbert throwing again. Johnston brings it in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They send a man in motion. Herbert here, third and long. Cut near the goal line. It's an LA touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Lions the first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Again, it's Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Running in with David Montgomery. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Goff. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. The 30. The 10. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Craig Reynolds to return it. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. He's going to push one deep down the right. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 1-score game before halftime. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second and 10 now, Herbert. Flush out to his left. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurry throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 41. It's Herbert once more. He's into the hands of Will Dissly. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. On 1st down, it's gone. Possession of the football.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert. Getting out to his left. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. But a flag came down, and if it's defensive, they could get another look at 3. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Brown's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw from Goff. He beams one deep right side. He connects on the deep shot. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. From his own end zone, here we go. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chargers will have a first. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, Herbert escapes the pocket, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Finds McConkey, and they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's going to be touched down. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. Goff on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And what a hit there. Ouch. She faced the price for moving the chains that time. That excitement brings... Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Herbert on first down. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Reynolds with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Out of the shotgun, gone. So much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connects with the open man downfield. Oh, what a stiff arm. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Escapes out to the left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 6 yards. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
We go tonight.
Gibbs. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. He's throwing for it. And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can, and they drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Quick on the drop here to Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he gets it away from his end zone. Takes this one at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Goff on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Working inside the red zone. Lining up for a very important 2-point try. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That was their chance to take a field goal out of the picture altogether, Brock. But now, really got to buckle down and keep them out of field goal range.
Isn't this just the NFL, Tate?
It is.
I mean, every single week it seems like we're into these one possessions at the end of the game, situations that matter. And now what matters for this defense is to keep the explosive plays to a minimum. Make this other team earn it if they're going to move down the field and, in fact, kick that game-winning field goal.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. A give right side to Dobbins, and he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Again, they'll run. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Detroit. It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Motioning left is their running back. Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. His first throw is an interception. And the Lions take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the... It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second and 3 now. Another one for Gibbs. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 21. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
2nd down, here's Prescott again. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. It's caught, Ferguson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions add a great return to that turnover before they're finally stopped.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge hit in return for that defense.
Gibbs can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. On 3rd and goal, Goff. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that side.
Sunshine and pleasant temps have led to a wide-open roof here this afternoon at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again with Dowdle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run here with Dowdle, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Oh, some strong running.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the...
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go through Ford Field. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Murray now going to throw to open. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The Lions call their first time out. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Murray throwing on 4th down. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on fourth down. To throw again is Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Murray on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He's going to air this one out to Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Murray's going to throw again. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. Incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack. And we're still here in the first quarter.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. McBride is the motion man. Fourth down. Here's Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. For a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt, so they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Across midfield and on the opposing 46-yard line. First carry for David Montgomery. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And second down and 3. To throw is Goff. Still going inside the 20. And he's in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, it's DJ Dallas. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. First carry for James Conner. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It was Terrion Arnold there to make the play. 3rd and 2. Now Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll run for it, and it's Conner. And he's going to have a Cards 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They go play action with Murray. That'll be taken in by Conner. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Lions have got it. Past the 40. Still going. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And to nothing. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Murray. intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Here's Bates for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, it's DJ Dallas. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Murray. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Murray. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be second down. Throwing again is Murray. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
EA Sports. It's in the first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So first and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw right away. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that. At all. And look, they told us before the ball game they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry now for David Montgomery. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 46, here's second down and 5. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Goff now looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 26 yards. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Goff. Flush to his right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Goff now looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. Shedding through the defense. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
Value free.
Goff going to keep it himself. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's second and 10. Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a second and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Play action. It's Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now it's Goff. Flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Off the option, here's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they run the option on second down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Henry up the middle. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Goff now to throw. And he is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 62 yards. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up now on second down. Inside handoff, Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Inside the 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 62 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Ford Field. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, it's Smith. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, here's Smith. Thrust, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down. Gino to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Second down, Smith. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, staying right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now, Gino. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Gino. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Former college star over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Brian Grant in on the tackle. Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Rayshawn Jenkins this time on the stop. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. Goff gives it to Gibbs. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
One quarter in the books. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. First and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Open space to the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
First carry for David Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Gibbs. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. 3rd and goal. 17. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. First down is Smith. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. To the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Smith and Jigba, the man in motion. Quick throw, taken in. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. They give the Lions the 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. Forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Goff. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
A nice nimble run as he manages to pick up 3. Second and 7. Now Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, KC.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by H2H. He's inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Detroit. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. Through the end zone, it's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's hot. It's Xavier Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They put Kelsey in motion. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Mahomes. That one late over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. One more time for Montgomery. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.